All right, so buenas tardes, everyone.
Buenas tardes.
So now we are going to do a full scan of Hore. But before we start with the full scan, there are few questions that we always ask for every participant before we gather our data. Number one is, do you have a cell phone in your pocket? Do you have metallic objects in your pocket? And if you do, then please put them aside. Don't just put them by the side, close here, like putting it here. No, you want it to be far away. So that's number one. Now, these are general purpose questions, whether it is male or female. So we will go through this very, very quick and systematically. So, no mobile telephones, no metal, except if you sleep with the metal. So if you have rings and you sleep with the ring.
Like this.
Yes.
Like
Women have bangles and they sleep with the bangles. That's okay. That's number one. Second, if you have any metal in your body, like with knee replacement or bones, the femur, tibula, things of that nature, you want to ask, is because, and if they do, then you make some notes. The third question you ask is, have you had a big meal to eat? If you have had a big lunch or big dinner, then, and if it is only half an hour before, then you should wait at least another hour. So if you've just eaten a heavy meal, like lunch, dinner, then you wait for 1.5 hours.
Okay.
Then, if you washed your hands, you've gone to the bathroom, you washed your hands and you put some cream, etc., then you must wait 15 minutes before you gather data. Because otherwise there's a film on the fingers. And the film on the fingers will not give you an accurate reading. So we must wait for time to be absorbed in there. Now for women, you want to ask for those who may be in their menstrual cycles or the moon cycles. If they're in their moon cycles, it is not advisable to gather information from the fingers, because all the concentration of energy is not uniform. So these are some of the basic protocols to understand. For those who are medical doctors, you want to ask your patients whether if the client or the patient is under medication, and what kind of pharmaceutical medication. So you want to make notes of that. That's for medical doctors. But it doesn't hurt to ask. It's always, the more information you can get provided, the better it is, because everything that we transmit into our system also shows when we gather data from our fingers. Okay, so then I want to also bring to focus when we gather data from all the 10 fingers, what are we going to obtain? So, number one, we understand that all the software, the development of the software, this is part of the history in the development of bioelectrography, is based on 3 platforms. So, first is how medicine is taught in the West. You look at the sympathetic system, the parasympathetic system. So that is one set. The second set is looking at the meridians, as the way the Chinese understand the flow of energy through our entire ecosystem. And the third is Vedic, or understanding from India, of the chakras and the interrelationship of the chakras. So these 3 platforms is how all the software of the BioWell has been developed over the last 25 plus years by Dr. Konstantin Korotkov. So that is why when we look at data from the fingers, we get vast amount of information. So all this I just want to share, because it is important to know some of the foundation of what we are looking at and the development of the software. Of course, we have many books that are published, but soon we will definitely have them published in Spanish too, because we have a growing Spanish community in Latin America, across España, And so we welcome such growth and development. Okay.